We poured champagne and we cut a fake cake. There was no real cake. Can you believe that? As an American, I was appalled. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining. If you already subscribed, thank you so much. My name is Audrey, also known as Minh Anh, and today I'm going to be sharing my Vietnamese wedding story. So, fun fact, I actually shared this story probably 7-8 years ago, something like that, on my channel. It was actually one of the first videos I posted, and so I just wanted to kind of retell the story again so that I can remember, and also just to share for those of you who never saw that video. You may be new. So yeah, would you look at this? I am wearing my beautiful red wedding áo dài. Here's the thing, the pants, beautiful silk pants, they do not fit me anymore. This was, now I had my wedding in 2013. It's now 2024, so it's been 11 years and 2 kids later. These don't fit, and fun fact, this also doesn't fit. It is not zipped in the back. So I did want to wear it though for the video because it is so pretty, and you know, it's just always hanging up in my closet. And it's such a great reminder of the most amazing experience that I had. So without further ado, let's get straight into the story. So I was 20 years old and I was in a relationship with my husband now. His name is Huy, and we were actually in 2 different countries when we decided to get married. So he was studying abroad in the US, which is how we met, and I was studying abroad in China. So I was living in Beijing. And you know, we were doing the long distance while I was away. We had been dating for like 2.5 years at that point, and we were so young and in love that we decided, we had summer plans for me to go to Vietnam to meet up with him after my study abroad was done, because he was going home for the summer. So he went home to Vietnam in May and I was planning to join him there in July. So before all that happened, we talked and like, it's not like how in the US, if you know, like, you're 2 people, you're in love, you want to get engaged, it's like you can get surprised by an engagement. But for us, since our situation was a little different, meaning he's from a different country, so we didn't really have like the surprise engagement per se, but it was kind of like almost a surprise, the fact that we decided to get engaged so young, so quick. But when you know, you know. So that's kind of our motto with that. And so I was in Beijing, we were talking on Skype, back before Zoom was a thing. We were on Skype, and then we were like, I can't remember how it even came up, but basically it was like, so do you want to get married? And I was like, yeah, sure. So 20 years old, studying abroad in China, I got engaged to my Vietnamese boyfriend and was planning a wedding in Vietnam. It was crazy. So then I like called my parents. I was really nervous to tell them, but they were happy because they really like him. So he ended up going to my parents' house in the US while I was abroad to like ask for permission. So that was really cute. So he did that. I finished my semester in Beijing, and then in July I flew to Vietnam, my first time ever. And I was so nervous because back then I did not speak Vietnamese. Like, I knew a little bit, but at that time I was learning Chinese in school, like Mandarin, so Vietnamese was like not strong. Like, I knew some words, but I was pronouncing things wrong all the time, and I was really shy to speak. So my first time coming to Vietnam, I decided, I was like, you know what, I know it's really important to know the language, especially since his parents don't speak English. So I made sure, like, when I was in Beijing, I had a Vietnamese classmate, and I was like asking him to help me learn. So he helped me to learn some stuff, and I actually learned the proper way to greet Hui's parents. So when I arrived in Vietnam for the very first time, I said "Cháu chào hai bác," which is like a greeting from me to the 2, like, it's a respectful way of calling somebody who is old, like your parents' age or older, like it's giving respect. So I said "Cháu chào hai bác." If I said it like that, I don't know. Was it that clear? Probably not, but that's what I tried to say. And his parents were really pleased with that. They actually had flowers for me when they came to the airport in Saigon. So that was just an insane experience, because coming out of the airport there with all the people looking like it's like the red carpet coming from the out of the airport. It was like crowded there. And so I met his parents first time, and then we came like to his house, and it was just insane. Like, I was literally walking into wedding planning. So I think the first or second day I was there, I was going to try on dresses. I was getting measured for this Auzai. Like, everything was happening so quickly. And then I swear I was there for like 2 seconds, and then it was time for our wedding photo shoot. So in Vietnam, before you have a wedding, you get your photos done professionally so that you can show them off at your wedding. And so we went with this photographer who did so many different locations. Like, we had pictures done in Saigon, and then we traveled outside of the city to different like picturesque locations in Vietnam. So we got like some beach photos, some like rice field photos, all different locations. So it was really, really fun. I had to wake up at 3 a.m. to go and get my hair and makeup done. And so I actually have the wedding album right here. So they ended up giving us this album. So I'll show you guys a couple of pictures from here. It was so pretty. Like, we did some sunrise. Oh my gosh. Us at the sunrise. And oh, this was really pretty. I loved this scene. This is in Saigon. They had like that really pretty blue background. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite memories of like my first time coming to Vietnam, was like all the colors of Saigon, like the buildings. Seeing it from the plane coming down was so pretty. So yeah, we have so many pretty pictures. Here's also me wearing Auzai for this pictures. Oh my god, this was so awkward because like you can see in this one there's a car. Somebody was like driving by and we're just like kissing there, which if you don't know, PDA is like not a thing mostly in Vietnam, so I felt super awkward in that moment. And then these are like my favorite. This scene was so pretty. Oh my god. So anyways, 2 young kids in love getting our pictures taken. So we got our pictures done, and then on July 19th was our tea ceremony, I guess they call it. Like, I don't remember the name of it in Vietnamese, unfortunately. Sorry, I'll try to put the name on the screen if I can Google it. But basically, you have a ceremony where you wear your Auzai like this, and we had it at his home. Usually you go to both the bride and the groom's house and do a whole thing. But since it was just me, like I didn't have a family there, so we just did the groom's home ceremony. And so basically what happened was all his family came to his house and they sat all around, and then we had to go from oldest to youngest to each person and basically like greet them and give them wine to drink, like a little liquor. I don't know if it was wine, it might have been something stronger actually. So we give a little shot of liquor to them, and then they would give us a gift. So we did that. We went around the whole like group of people, starting with his grandparents, like his 2 grandmas were there. And let me say, that was so nerve-wracking because I had to actually speak Vietnamese, and so I was coached on exactly what to say, and I'm sure everybody was like fine with me mispronouncing stuff, but I tried my best. And all I remember is we got to one of his cousins and they actually speak English, so they gave us like wedding wishes in English, and that was so emotional for me because my family wasn't there. It was just me, like literally just me coming there, and everything's in a foreign language. It's like a whole different culture, country, language, situation, and for someone to speak like English to me in that moment meant a lot. So like, wow, that was something. And then so we went around to everybody, then his parents like gave us some gifts, and then we exchanged the rings, and then guess what, we were married. There was no kiss the bride. It was so awkward. We were just like standing there in front of everybody. I'm posting pictures as I talk about this because you have to see, like, look how cute. We're so young and we're just like standing there. And then this picture I absolutely love. This is at the end, like after we were married. I don't know why I'm doing this. After we were married, we're officially married, his cousin said, like, I think she was speaking English because I remember, and she said, so like, so how does it feel to be married or something? And we just kind of like looked at each other. It was just like so crazy. So we did write our vows down, so I still have the handwritten vows from when we got married, but like we didn't have like how in the US you say your vows and then you say I do and you kiss the bride and then you whatever. Like it was completely different, but different in a good way. Like I really enjoyed the experience. And so his friend took pictures, so that's why we have all these great pictures. I wish I took video. Audrey, what the heck? You went abroad and got married and didn't take a video? What in the heck? I mean, it was 2013. I didn't have a like iPhone, but like, come on. So that's one of my biggest regrets in my life, is not having videos of all of this. So after that, we were officially married, and then on, I think the 30th, we had our restaurant reception. So in a Vietnamese wedding, you have like the family wedding, and then you have a reception at a restaurant where you wear the white dress. So I had a white dress at the restaurant, and my god, it was so crazy. It was like a hotel restaurant thing, like a banquet hall. It was like 200 people, I think, and they're basically all of Hui's dad's friends, like all the people he knows. So in Vietnam, when you have a wedding, it's not really like your friends, it's the parents, because it's like showing off like your kid getting married. And then you get gifts during the wedding, so like the money you get from the gifts kind of covers the cost of the wedding, because you have to pay for all these people to eat, and it's crazy. So we came up to this hotel. We had like a car drive us there, and then honestly, I didn't really like my hair on the second day. Like I loved the first day where it had like the flowers in it and my hair was down. I didn't really care for my hairdo at that second day, but the pictures still came out good. So anyways, we had to go on a stage, and then they like announced us like being married, and then we poured champagne and we cut a fake cake. There was no real cake. Can you believe that? As an American, I was appalled. There was no real cake. So anyways, the pictures were amazing. Like the confetti coming down. I absolutely love this picture of us with his dad. It just feels like so celebratory and beautiful. And so we did like that. And also, we didn't get to eat. So look at this picture. This is us eating some seafood soup right before everything started. Like we didn't get to eat. That was all we ate. After like the ceremony of like us going on a stage, we had to go to all the tables. So I changed back to this Aozai. Again, I really wish my hair was down, because I felt like my hairdo, like I never wear my hair up, ever. So I just didn't like my hair in that, but whatever. So then we had to go to every table, Một Hai Ba Yo, like cheers at every table. People would, you know, like talk to us a little bit. There was like 20 tables, so we had to go to every single one. So first of all, we had to greet everybody when they came in and take pictures with them. Then we went on the stage. Then we had to go to every table. And then we had to greet everybody as they left. So the whole restaurant thing is so tiring for the bride and groom, let me just tell you. Like, you think, oh, your wedding, you got to like dance and eat cake. No, we didn't get to dance. There was no. We were Một Hai Ba Yo, cảm ơn rất nhiều, go around, chúc mừng, blah blah, da 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 da, and then bye, bye, bye. Like, it was just crazy. So then after all that, we finally got to our honeymoon. So we went to Mũi Né, which is like a beach destination. A lot of tourists go there. We saw a lot of Russian tourists there. People will be talking to me when I'm in Vietnam, speaking Russian, Ruski. And I'm just like, no, I'm not, I don't know Ruski. So I don't know what it is. Maybe just because I'm fair skinned looking Western in Vietnam, they just assume I'm from Russia because all the tourists are from Russia. But anyways, a lot of people thought I was Russian. So we went, we enjoyed finally got to relax at the beach and just enjoy. And then the remainder of the time I was in Vietnam. So we were there for 40 days. What an amazing summer. We were there for 40 days, and we went to Nha Trang. Like, I got to go to like a grave site where his uncle was buried in like a different part of the country, and do like a lot of the cultural stuff. Like, we burned the, what do they call it? I can't remember the name of it. It's like fake money at the grave. and like do the offerings and stuff. So like I got to see a lot of cultural stuff, which was really cool. I just feel like from the first time I went to Vietnam, I just got integrated straight into the culture and straight into his family. His family has been nothing but welcoming and inviting and sweet to me. I'm so lucky. I love my mother-in-law. I love all of my family there, and like it's just sad that we don't get to see them most of the time because we're in the US. But I'm very excited because we're going back to Vietnam in October, and I can't wait to see everybody. It's gonna be amazing. So it'll be my 6th time going back. So first time I got married. Second time, I don't remember, but I also spent 1 year, we did Tết in Vietnam, so that's the Lunar New Year. So I also got to experience Tết in Vietnam. I've just had a lot of great experiences going back, but the wedding itself was just like, if I had to summarize it in one word, I would say tiring, because it was so much to do, like to prepare for everything. But if I had to summarize it in 3 words instead of 1, it would still be tiring, but also just life-changing and memorable, because like that experience, I just feel so lucky to have had the experience of being able to wear áo dài. Like this is so beautiful. Like to be able to wear this proudly and to join his family, I feel like that was just really important for me, to feel like I'm included, even though clearly I am not Vietnamese, which I have mentioned before. Like I'm not Vietnamese, but I feel Vietnamese, and this is why, because I have these experiences, these cultural experiences of getting to go and like be a part of his family like this. So all in all, I'm very happy with like just being able to experience that and to have grown as a person through our marriage, and you know, just being open-minded, because I know like you can get married to somebody from a different culture but then refuse to learn anything, and that's totally not me. So I'm just, what do you want to say? I'm grateful. I'm just forever grateful for this experience. It has made me a better person, and while it was crazy, I think it was definitely the right move for us. And here we are, 11 years of marriage, and we've been together for almost 14 years. We've come a long way, and I'm really happy. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, hearing the story about how our wedding went. I'm planning to be filming some Vietnamese speaking videos soon, because y'all know mình rất thích nói tiếng Việt, and I want to tập nói tiếng Việt trước khi về Việt Nam. So I'm going to make some videos for you guys to watch. So it's coming up very soon. So anyways, please give this video a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!